Well, no, we're not acting like it's the 25th. Look at that. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here with a Christmas special. We've had a slight delay starting because I'm being selfish and was watching the final couple of minutes of the first half of the football. But we're here now at Spa, track voted for by the drivers. So they've got only themselves to blame if they crash going up Radion. Joining me tonight, it's not my usual counterpart. He's busy with his festivities at home, but Blades is with me.
Hello. Yeah, it's been a very good Christmas, but very sad to have been missing COS, so it's nice to be back in the commentary box.
Yes.
Earlier than expected.
Certainly is. So in this race, 15 drivers at the moment. We're hoping to get a 16th to join us just before we get the race underway. It is going to be 100% in terms of the distance. Qualifying is short as always. We'll be using this as time to test out a couple of new drivers, get a couple of guys bedded in, like NSX Lion, Montana, and Kastevag as well. I don't know, we're going to have to shorten that name.
It was a very good pronunciation from you.
Thank you. Well, I'll be honest, right, I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't tell if that's an L or an I. If it's an L, then I was miles out. I was miles out. Joy. But yeah, we're going to have to shorten it. We'll go to Kel.
Kel, yeah.
Kel will do. And then we're trialling a potential new driver, that's Passy, in the Ferrari. So we'll see how he gets on. We're on board with Montana though, going into Tier 1, and we think he'll be able to take the fight to the likes of Alatakir and Nolan. 1:42.9 his time across the line, and his NSX League teammate Lion is behind him by just over a second, so I wonder if there's a compound difference with the tyres. There is not.
There as usual, out on the hards to start with, or
yeah.
He will be when he comes out.
As always.
He seems to favour that harder setup. As do
does.
you, I believe, Dan.
I tend to do it now because I want to start 11th rather than because I prefer it. If I could qualify on the softs everywhere and just go flat out, I would.
Well, doesn't everyone want to start 11th?
Not really. I'd rather start on pole. If I'm being brutally honest.
Start 11th.
I suppose that's the highest you've ever started, isn't it? 11th?
No, 8th in Bahrain, mate.
Ah. I'm happy to. I do actually have.
In Austria.
I do actually have pole to my name, which I never thought I'd say. What? Where mine was?
Yeah.
Hungary, season 3.
Oh, I was there for that race. That's really poor from me.
Poor knowledge. Poor knowledge. Slacking. So, let's see. Let's jump across to. Let's go to Tracer, my teammate, and traitor for COS in the recent 24-hour live stream we did. He went against us.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
And well, I hope he does all right.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, we like Andreas.
After the recent 24-hour race, shocked to hear that from you.
No. Me and Andreas are cool. He did tell me in advance that he was racing with his team. He did. It wasn't like I asked him and then he said, "Oh no, I can't." I mean, I was about to, and he said, "No, I'm racing with these lot." But he did tell me first.
But the 24-hour race was just nice. It was nice to be there for.
Yeah, it was.
It was certainly a long one, but
it was definitely a long one. Let's see.
We managed to get through it. P4, I think it was. For our first team.
I think so. I'm not sure exactly. The results haven't been officially released yet, or if they have, I haven't seen them.
I shall have a look.
And have a look on the Twitters.
On the Twitters.
You have a skeg on there.
You get the commentary.
I'm doing. Let's ride on board then with arguably the fastest man here. It's Nolan. As we do a lap of Spa-Francorchamps. I'll turn all the heads-up display off so we can watch a master at work. Down towards the infamous Eau Rouge and Radion. Left, right, and then left again through Kemmel at the top of the hill. Onto the straight. One of the few times you'll see a lot of the guys actually use 8th gear around this track, despite it being such a fast one.
And I can reveal that the sorry, the results have not been posted yet.
No.
So, I think it was 4th. I think we worked out. But
yeah, I think it was. About 2/3 of the way through the lap now for Nolan. Blank's retired. Can you have a look at that from the bridge?
yeah, Connell in the wall. I'm not sure where that is, but he beached it. It looks like.
And we've got someone in. Yeah,
He's beached it. Connell's beached it.
Is he still in? Is he still able to?
Look, he's beached it. If you switch to him, it's actually beached.
That's unlucky for Connell there. That's.
I think he's hit blank.
Yeah, there's been a collision there. Obviously with the 5-second penalty. Nolan did go fastest, incidentally there.
Cal might have been involved in that as well. So.
Yeah, 3 guys out early, 2 of them without having set laps. Not good. Let's have a look. Who should we go to next? Is Matrix about? No, Varamir's still not come out of the pits yet. Oh, Roland's out. He's made it in.
All the way from Doha.
Yeah, the league leader.
It's nice to see Roland racing.
It is. It's been a while since he's been able to join us for a race. It's nice he's here for the special one. He wanted to race in the 24 hours as well, but he was in Marrakesh, I believe.
Marrakesh, he was. Yeah.
So let's see how we can get on. I'd expect him to be probably P9 when he finishes this next lap.
And Varamir only just out on his outlap, so I'm not sure what the thinking is from Varamir.
Well,
Yellows in sector 2.
that'll be someone getting out of the way, right?
Getting out of the way.
Yeah. Got all the quick guys going through. Nolan's heading back to the pits, and Raikkonen beats his time. His teammates up there.
Good friends, these two.
They are.
Teammates. So Nolan will want to beat Raikkonen.
He certainly will. And at the minute, league form is playing out. The only man out of position probably is Matrix. If he can get himself ahead of Andreas and maybe Mitch, then he's in where he would expect him to be. But that just goes to show what a good job we've done arranging these tiers, where people should and shouldn't be.
It's nice to see with Montana up there, along with Lion. So
yeah,
debuting cars obviously for Montana.
Yeah, Montana performed really well when we went up against him in the 24 hours, and I think Roland worked some magic and got him signed up, and that might be why he tried to work that magic. Goes ahead by 2/10. Tier
1 should be interesting from this point onwards.
It should be. There's
Not
at
to say-
least
not to
3
say
drivers.
That it wasn't interesting before. But
No, but there's at least 3 drivers now who can fight for the championship, if not 5, maybe 6, depending on results and how things go, which is what we've wanted from the get-go. But don't be disheartened, Tier 1, if you're not one of those guys. There are plans in the offing.
yeah,
That will.
I was about to mention these plans.
Yeah, they're still in the works, but just stick with it, and we'll let you know how things are gonna work out later in the season for in time for season 5. Yeah, that's not as difficult to say as I made it.
No, it's not.
I've not
You're
even
out of
dropped.
practice, Dan.
I am. I haven't even done any plugs yet.
Oh, great. Can't wait for the plug-in.
Plug-in will come a little bit later on. Lion's coming into the pits.
Christmas plugs.
Christmas plugs. Yeah, all the guys coming back in, getting ready to go for their final lap. Although I think Alp's pushing again. See what he does. No, he's coming back in as well. Varamir is out on hard tyres, I think.
Mediums.
Mediums, yeah.
But he's not going to get a lap in, I don't think.
No, he's not going to get another one.
But he
Unless
will start on the medium tyre.
Unless he's going to go for a recharge and then push again and
He's
try
out of
and...
fuel.
Oh yeah, he is, yeah. So that's it for Dave. Varamir's on the mediums. But who knows, maybe he's had a look at the weather and he's playing his cards close to his chest. Or rather not, in this case. He's going for it outright.
Go for it.
Going for it. I'm going for it.
He is. He is. And I think... Oh, I thought he'd run out of fuel then.
No. But we've jumped away from him because Dracer is starting a lap. Through erosion
Your
radion.
Tier 2 teammate.
Yes.
Through the downfall of many drivers in the past.
I have no doubt we'll get a couple today as well.
Yeah, I mean... I was going to suggest damage off because I don't want to finish with like 2 people, but...
Well, if it gets to that point, then we'll call it quits. But I suppose it'll be interesting to watch either way if we end up at that point. See, I keep missing splits. Across. We'll jump across to him in just a moment. Montana's stayed in, so he's happy with his time.
Wouldn't you be?
Has been disqualified for going the wrong way.
I think he missed the pit entry.
Yes, he tried to do a Steve and reverse his way in. I think.
Well, he tried, so he's not got very far.
Right, so Varamir disqualified, puts him right down the back of the field.
And if I was Varamir in that position, I would have just stayed out, not bothered.
Just keep going. Dracer improves his time to a 43.7. So we're now on board with Nolan. We've got a bit of a queue forming there.
Behind... No.
No, Raikkonen and one of the Ferraris pulled across. I'm assuming it was Passy, but... And Nolan having to get out of the way of them, put himself a 10th down. So he's got it all to do in the final sector. Into the bus stop he goes. Back end steps out a little bit, but it might be okay. Punches for the line. No, half a second down.
And away goes Passy on his final flame lap.
Yeah, let's go on board with him.
Cross with 10 seconds left.
I think we've got the glitch because Montana's gone out.
Very possibly. No. Maybe.
Yeah. I think we have, yeah. We'll see. Because none of the guys who are in the pits have officially finished yet.
This is true.
Yep. Passy coming up behind the Red Bull of Roland, who is also on a lap. So one of them's going to have to lose time here.
I've got a feeling Passy might gain in that final sector where it's mostly flat out.
Yeah,
if he can stay within the slipstream of Roland.
Yeah, get himself a tow. A lot of guys retiring now because the session is over for them. Jump back across to our leading pair once these two cross the line. 9th and 10th place on track. Oh, and there's a nudge in the back from the Ferrari, and that's going to compromise both the times. Oh, Passy still improved.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think Roland did. Let's jump across to Raikkonen. Alps improved and gone second in the racing point. Raikkonen needs a good lap, otherwise the Mercedes are going to be starting down the order from where they want to be. Montana's improved 42.4. Here goes Raikkonen though. I didn't see what he got.
P3 for
it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Great stuff in qualifying. I think, what else could we have had there? Crashes, disqualifications, unreal lap times, and
Dave driving the wrong way.
Yeah, and Faramir going the wrong way. See, this is why you tune in for the Christmas
specials.
specials.
You did do a Steve. You did. Merry Christmas, Titchy. I missed that. Hello, Brandon, who is from my other league. So, welcome, welcome.
Oh, hello. This is why you tune in for COS Christmas specials. We've got all the drama.
All of the drama, indeed.
Hopefully we'll get ourselves a Cookie or a Lewis a little bit later on. You need to watch yourself.
And he has joined us, the mysterious 16th driver.
There we go.
Damn.
See, I'm logged in on the COS account and don't think you can get away with that. Not on my watch.
Like I say, the mysterious 16th driver has joined us.
Excellent. Not
He's joined us in the chat
see.
as well.
Good stuff.
So, hopefully an interesting race. As interesting in qualifying. As
Fingers crossed. Oh. Sterling's just scored for Man City. It's now 2-0.
Oh dear.
On the counter-attack. So, let's have a look then. What have people gone for with their tyres? Varamir's gone on the hard tyre. Kell and Connell on the mediums. Everybody else on the softs. Let's check down the back of the field. No future to see. It's the mystery man. And at the back, he's in the Haas.
I'm not sure about his pace around here, so we shall see.
Well, we'll find out. Just to put everybody in the know, now the drivers have selected their strategies and their tyre compounds are locked in, at least for the start of the race, we can reveal the weather.
We can.
So last year it was very mixed. It started dry, then went wet, then dry, then wet. But this year we've gone a little bit more simple than that. It's so essentially you've got 4 slots you can choose for 100% race distance. We've gone for dry, dry, wet, dry.
And when we say wet, it's going to get very wet.
It is going to get very wet. As for exact time periods, we don't know. The game probably doesn't know. It decides on the fly most of the time anyway.
The rain's coming in 5 minutes. The rain is coming in 10 minutes.
20 minutes later, still no rain.
Singapore-esque.
That's the one.
Weather as they line up on the grid.
Montana on ball.
The penultimate race on this channel in 2019.
Yeah, with any luck we'll get one tomorrow.
Titchy.
I don't like it. Lights go out. I'll change the view when I can. There we go. Wait for the glitch. And away we go at Spa. It's a good start from Montana. Alt looks to have got a good getaway as well. Raikkonen up the inside though. He's going to have a great look into turn 1. Everyone looks to have got through cleanly. There's no wing anywhere. Montana leads down to a Rouge. Alps had a shocking start, down from 2nd to 5th. Both Mercedes have got clear, and so is Fruitful.
Oh, and Connell's in the wall and gone, and Rowland's in the wall.
Connell is the first victim of Eau Rouge, but I'm looking at the Mercedes battling. Nolan looking to get past his good friend and teammate here. But Raikkonen's not giving way, and Montana's got to use this chance to push. Well, having said that, Nolan is now through.
Brilliant.
And is now going to chase down Montana. This is a fight I wanted to see. I've been trying to get Alatakir to do this race, and I think he's busy. So I've not heard from him this weekend. This week even. It's not the weekend yet. I've not heard from him this week, so I really wanted him to be in here with these two guys, but can't be done yet. So we'll just have to watch these two battle. Let's go on to the fight for P6. That's not really a fight for P6, is it? It's more a fight for P4.
It is. The train's going to start to form eventually.
Yeah, Cal coming under pressure from Passy. As we come through Blanchimont towards the bus stop. And then there's Mitch flying up behind as well. See how the Alphas can do. Blanking close pursuit. DRS not enabled to cross until lap 3.
Passy sticks his car on the inside and manages to get through. Wide exit from Kel.
Elbows out from Passy, but he's through. And we're not seeing Mitch go. Mitch had a look. He had a look.
And score update from Tiff. She says it's 2-1.
Indeed it is, yeah.
No future. Not, probably at the top of Eau Rouge.
Yeah, no future to see. He's gone. Mitch still now behind Passy. Had a look into Eau Rouge, but naturally thought better of it. Meanwhile, Alp is starting to lose ground on Fruitful, and Lion is looking to capitalise. As they come round for the next time, DRS will be active, and I think we'll see a flurry of overtakes. So there's no real massive winners off the start. Blank.
Alp is the big loser.
No, Roland is the big loser.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Roland the big loser, then Alp. but Alp's still in this. Meanwhile, though, battle for the lead. Nolan's going for it into the bus stop. He went around the outside of Blanchimont. He's going for it. Goes deep, but he should defend the inside. Montana will have the drive out, though.
There was a hand up from Nolan in the cockpit there, so a bit of argy-bargy going on.
Elbows out, but it's all good. A little bit deep there from the Mercedes, but you can get away with it through there. We'll stay on board with the Renault. DRS will be active.
A little bit of a lift through Radion, clearly not comfortable going up there following the
here
car.
we go. Look at the overspeed. Oh, contact between the two. Nolan weaving there, which in a normal league race would not be allowed. Don't think so. So Montana has to stick behind for another lap, but Raikkonen is in close. He's close behind, right? That's the word. I kept wanting to say pursuit, and it's not pursuit. See, right, I'm rusty.
No visible wing damage on the Renault, so this battle should continue.
Should do. Lions managed to get past Alp and all of that as well. And Blank has got past Kel. Nolan with a 3-second penalty. That could be crucial come the end of this race, because I remember from the 24 hours Montana doesn't seem to get any. If that isn't curse the commentator, I don't know what is, but see how he goes.
But maybe we say something and it doesn't actually, the opposite doesn't actually happen.
Maybe.
You know, maybe Montana gets their penalties.
Well, you never know, do you?
No, you don't.
Let's see. Mercedes, Renault, Mercedes, Ferrari at the moment, with the second Renault of Lion 2.5 seconds back from this lead group. Fruitful doing his best to cling on, just outside the second though. Then we're going to jump on board with Raikkonen as we head up back towards the Kemmel Straight. DRS enabled. Will Montana have another look? We can see ahead of us. No, he's too far away.
Just too far back. Nolan must have incredible speed down that straight.
Yeah, he must do.
The DRS is very powerful around Spa.
It is.
It's very powerful in general, but particularly here.
He is. Up closely following Lion. Now that he's got past him, he's not pulling away. But Fruitful has dropped off the back of that leading trio though, being outside the DRS. So he's in a bit of a space of his own at the moment.
And I mean, with the weather being shaken up, we don't know when. Roland is not out of question to get a good result here.
No, he's not. If he pits at the right time. And the thing is, with Spa, with it being such a long lap, so I mean, if we have a look at the fastest lap at the moment, so basically 1 3/4 minutes it takes to get round. That's a huge amount of time if you're at the opposite side of the track to somebody.
I believe the first penalty for Blank.
Yeah, first one for Blank. Nolan with another fastest lap. He's starting to pull away, but Raikkonen now is almost dropping off the back of these lead two. But I think the real challenge here for a position could be Alp on Lion. Half a second back. Is he close enough? Oh, Fruitful's out the top of the hill! No! Thomas is gone.
I shall try and see it.
It's at the top of
right
Radion.
Yeah, the Ferrari facing backwards. An instant leaving of the section from Fruitful tells me he's not impressed.
He'll be livid. He'll be absolutely livid. But that promotes Lion to 4th.
Just wait a minute, about 20 seconds.
Oh, and Raikkonen's got ahead of Nolan. What happened there? Oh, Nolan's round at Puon. And he's left the session. He's retired on track. I wonder if he got a nudge or if he just made the mistake. Either way, Montana leads the race.
Be lovely if the Renaults were this competitive in real life.
No, it wouldn't. I'm not fussed.
You just want Ferrari to win everything.
Exactly. Took us back to the glory days. 04. Took us back to 04.
Take it back to 2009.
Life was good in 04. Ferrari won.
What a car that was.
Chelsea won. Yeah, things were good.
Pretend.
All I needed was Alonso to get past Petrov in 2012, and then, well, that would have been the best year ever. It would have been unbeatable.
But you didn't. And we were talking about
I think that's Welsh internet, Ricky.
Yeah. We were talking about Thomas being livid. What do you think of Nolan?
Wow. I mean, I know these guys are competitive, but at the end of the day, this is only for a bit of a laugh anyway.
Yeah.
And a man of his pace would be able to get back into this.
He would. He would.
He didn't have any damage, so I think the word I'd use is petulant.
Yeah. It's a good word.
Alp is still following Lion with a chance of a podium now after Nolan's retirement. But we've still got a long way to go.
Very long way.
So 2 battles for position we've got at the moment. Raikkonen is closing in on Montana, but he's not in DRS just yet. We've got Alp behind Lion, and then Dreiser closing in on Passy. The 2 big ones.
He gained a hell of a lot of positions there.
Yeah, he's done alright, hasn't he? I think Lion's just got the drive out of La Source to keep himself far enough ahead of Alp going through Eau Rouge to negate the DRS advantage. Dreiser not close enough yet either. See, I almost raced in this, and then if Lewis was available, I probably would have raced and done in-car commentary.
If Lewis was available, I probably would have raced.
You could have raced anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave you alone though. So.
No, I knew sweet.
Same reason I come to AM1 every week.
You don't know that one. You really don't have to do.
Might as well.
Well, seeing as we've mentioned AM1, should we do some plugs?
Go for it.
So, if you want to watch some more Contest of Speed, you can find all the times on our website. That's contestofspeed.com. But just in case you're like me and you're lazy and you can't be bothered to go and have a look, I'll tell you them all. We start back up again with our regular season on the 6th of January with Tier 3. It's European Tier 3. That'll be at 10 AM in the UK. 10 PM even. 10 PM in the UK. Not in the morning.
10 AM, Jesus damn.
People have lives.
We do.
10 PM in the UK, and then European Tier 2 and Tier 1 will be at the same time on Tuesday the 7th and Wednesday the 8th respectively. And then AM1, so that's America's Tier 1, will be For the actual Americas, it'll be 9 PM Eastern. For anyone in Europe, that's 2 AM in the UK. Normally, it's me and Blade sat doing that one as well. We have a good time though, don't we, with AM1?
Like zombies, tired.
No, you're like zombie. Well, actually, no, I was last time.
Yes, you were.
I was last
I was
time.
completely fine.
Yeah, but you're still, firstly, a teenager and secondly, a student. So that you're meant to be having weird sleeping patterns and stuff.
This is true. This is true. I just want to draw your attention away from your plots and towards the fact that Alp had a perfectly good opportunity to pass Lighton into the chicane down the end of the Camel Straight.
And didn't take it.
You probably know the name of it because you said like that. And he backed off. So.
Well, I want to say the Dunlop chicane, but I don't think it is.
I believe the Dunlop chicane is Le Mans. Unless that's the Dunlop S's.
I think that's the S's, but I'm sure there's someone in the chat that can help us.
Do you know what we need? We need a wizard.
Either that or we need a baby wizard.
Yeah, or a baby
there
wizard.
Oh no, never mind. We've got a Welshman. Thank you, Ricky. Lecom is the chicane.
It is. I did know that.
I know a lot of corners around this track. I'm just not sure which is which.
Radion's the bottom of the hill, am I right?
No. Things. If you go from the, let me find someone. Let's find. Oh, we'll stay on board with Alp and Lion at the minute because Alp looks like he might have a move into. I'd say I was going to say Stabilo, but I don't think that is Stabilo. This is the thing. I know the names. I just don't know which corners.
Who are you on board with? I should try and help.
Alp. They're just going through Pooh on. It's the you know, the adverse camber hairpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
It's Brussels.
There we go. Have you got a track map up?
Yeah, I don't. I usually do. I haven't prepared for this.
Oh, Varamir's getting past blank.
Is it? Yeah, it's blank. He's round at the exit of the Pooh, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And Varamir on the hard tyre, skulking about in 8th place. Alp needs to get this move done online because Passy's lurking behind him.
He is not too far away now. Then if Passy can get the drive, which remarkably he has, and I'd say Alp's in danger.
Yeah, but Alp's as close to Lion as he's ever been so far. 3.5 tenths. It should be an easy overtake.
Will he take it this time?
Yeah, he's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, no, he wasn't brave on the brakes. Lion holds it round the outside. Good defending from the Renault man.
Have to say, some wonderful racing going on.
Sector 3 yellows. What are we looking at?
Roland, I think. He's the only man in Sector 3. So, not sure what happened, but...
Well, I'm sure we'll find out eventually. So, Passy then, looking like the man on the move. He's kept those soft tyres alive the longest. But just to emphasise their pace, the two leaders 9 seconds clear currently from this group we're watching.
It really is quite remarkable.
And that's why we have some plans in the offing, because all three of the guys, well, Lion and Alp, you can see they're both tier 1 drivers as well, so to be 9 seconds down after 10 laps is
I don't want to use the phrase "it's not fair," but it's not fair.
It kind of isn't, no. And of course it's demotivating, and people just want to have fun with this, so if we can find a way of sorting that out, we will do. And we think we have one, but we just need to iron out a few kinks. Don't do it into a rouge!
Passy, you madman.
Both of them get away with it, though.
And I think
Yeah, if Alp...
if
oh,
this
what's
was a
Alp
league
doing?
race,
Yeah, Alp would get...
definitely have this penalty removed.
He'd have the warning removed, yeah. I don't know why Alp came off the inside there either. If he'd if he just sat on the inside, he could have definitely held that. He gave Passy the opportunity.
Oh, he goes wide now.
And he goes deep, and that allows the Ferrari through into fourth.
No wing damage on that racing point. It just seems weird that he's going wide there.
I think the tyres are going, if I'm honest. I think they're all starting to go off. Hello, Torsmark, good to have you with us. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Roland's in.
Strange, unless it was wing damage, which I'll check, see if the Red Bull boys
Oh, he's
got
retiring.
new wing ready.
It is a wing, but he's retired anyway. Raikkonen is into the pits proper though.
A brave leader, unfortunately out.
So. Medium tyres on the Mercedes, so he's good now to the end.
Well,
In
until
terms,
it starts.
well, yeah, in terms of,
open.
yep. But the crucial thing is Montana. Let's see what he does. He's pushing now. And Raikkonen's going to be fighting with some traffic. He is the first man in, so it must be an undercut. This is the part of the race where the likes of Varamir and Cal need to push on. Passy's got past Lion for second. And Raikkonen already passed Mitch.
Drake's are not too far ahead, so
No.
I imagine all of these guys will be coming in. Maybe Lion staying out, not wanting to double stack, although I think he might get away with a double stack.
I think they might. 10.2 between them at the moment. A little bit more. Actually, yeah, more like 10.5 seconds now.
I think a double stack's definitely a viable option, but Montana's pit window isn't open, neither is Lion's, so...
Well, we'll see what happens. Montana might decide to box regardless, just to cover off Raikkonen.
Reacting to Raikkonen, yeah.
We'll find out. No, he's carrying on.
Staying out. So, Lion gaining on Passy.
How's the DRS, or is he going to stop? No. Alp is. Alp's coming in.
Dracer stays out. Mitch in.
Okay. Might see Blank in as well. They might go for a stack.
Oh, Blank! He's gone! He's out!
Where did he go? Where did he lose it?
Blanchimont.
Blanchimont, he's gone. We're down to 10.
So interesting, it's like Battle Royale.
It is. We're down to 10.
Who can survive 44 laps of Spa?
Lions got back ahead of Passy into Lecombe. These two are going to give us a great battle. But I think this confirms if Passy is going to join the league, which is hopefully where we're going to get to by the end of this evening. I think it's safe to say that he's more than capable of going straight to Tier 1.
Of course.
We can safely say that already.
I'm clearly seeing the gap. Lion, neither of their pit windows are open still. So, I'm wondering how long they're going to stretch these tyres.
Well, I'm wondering whether Montana thinks that he's going to be able to do a second stint on softs rather than having to go to mediums.
Yeah, am I right in saying if it rains?
Yeah, if at any point the wet weather tyres have to be used, then it doesn't count as a compulsory 2 compound race.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
if he really wants to, he can go soft, soft, wet, soft.
He can. Yeah.
So, which will benefit him at the end.
Certainly will.
Pushing on these tyres, it's just giving Raikkonen an advantage.
Yeah, Raikkonen closing it. Although, actually, no, he's not. Gap is still 15.9. We're about to see Passy overtaking Lyon into Lecom. These two giving us a great showing. Let's see how we go. Lyon dropping away, half a second back. Maybe his tyres are starting to go off the cliff. As long as he can stay within DRS, though, I think he'll be fine. Just needs to push on.
The first penalty for Dave comes in. He'll be going long on those hards, so
he'll be going until the rain comes.
Yeah, until the rain comes. Montana stays out. Passy stays out.
Lyon stays out. Raikkonen isn't gaining time on Montana.
Tracer stays out. Matrix.
Matrix is the one. His window's not open. I think he's staying out.
Stays out.
The thing is, we've got nobody to give us. Oh, Blank might. Blank might be able to give us some insight on the weather now. If you can drop him a message, because I know he'll be engineering for Mitch.
I shall. Give him a DM on the old Discord.
Good man. Good man. See what we can get. So, Alp closing in on Matrix now. Fresh mediums against old softs. Still, Raikkonen not closing in.
I shall wait on that reply and hopefully some useful information.
Fingers crossed. Blank's never let me down.
Raikkonen's actually dropped back. He was 15.9 behind when you last checked. 16.1 now.
Yeah.
So the gap holding Montana.
Yeah, and Alps past Matrix.
Now Montana comes in.
So he's in, is he? Right. Let's have a look, see what he goes to. So he's done 15 laps on those soft tyres as well as a qualifying. Lyon's got back ahead of Passy, and it's mediums for Montana.
And I think Passy just hit the pit wall. He hit the outside.
And is there a wing waiting for him? No, there isn't. And you've left the session. This is where it kicks him out of the party as well. And I'm left all alone. So we've got a flurry of guys coming in. Trace is in as well. So Lyon leads the race, 2 seconds clear of Raikkonen, with Montana only 1.1 behind on much fresher tyres. See what the man in the Renault can do. I would imagine we're going to see Lion pitting this lap. Indeed we are. His window is open. And there we go, Blades has been kicked out of the party. So I'm all alone. If there's anybody listening, I'd love some backup, please. Because to do another 28 laps is going to be a hardship. Matrix and Passy battling for position though. And Passy's gone through. Fresh set of mediums on the Ferrari. Score update for everybody. It's now 2-2. And for anyone who's got him in their fantasy teams, Raul Jimenez has scored for Wolves. So Lion is in. What's he going for? Fresh set of softs on Lion's car. Meanwhile, this is the battle we all want to see. The one for the lead. Montana within DRS. Closes to within 6/10 of Raikkonen. And Kelster's out in sector 1. We all know where that is. That'll be our Rouge and Radion. We'll stay on board with the fight for first place. Six-tenths now the gap. Closing all the time. I reckon going up over Rouge is going to be in the gearbox of that Mercedes up here. But we'll soon find out. Through the bus stop chicane they go. Montana will have DRS. New fastest lap for the Renault man as he goes to hunt down Raikkonen. Let's ride on board with him. Much more control, 2/10 the gap. Here we go. DRS opens, pulls out to the side. Easy overtake for Montana, and has enough time to take Lecombe as normal.
Miraculously, I've returned.
Oh, hello.
From the dead. Can't get back in the lobby though, so I shall ask Blank. Lord and Saviour, if you can invite me.
Yeah. See if the man can do you a solid. Roland might be able to as well. I don't think he's left yet.
I think he did. I'm not sure.
Just in case you're wondering, Blade, it's 2-2 now.
I heard. Raul Jimenez.
That's the one.
Yeah, I believe Dartmouth got the first.
He did. Yes. See, the man I'm going to be most interested in now, first of all, is Varamir, because he's pushing on with those hard tyres, but then the second one is Lion. Fresh set of softs went on for him at his pit stop, as opposed to Montana's mediums. We're going to have a very interesting battle for third coming up. Got Passy, Varamir and Alp, with Lion close behind. Then there's Matrix as well. 17 laps on those soft tyres for Matrix. 18 laps now, make that. So how long is he going to go for? Passy will have DRS, but so will Varamir. Alp, I think, is far enough ahead, but can Passy make a move on one of the racing points? Not quite. He's going to have to sit there for a little bit longer. Or is he? Varamir's hard tyres not giving him the grip he wants. Passy down the inside. Yeah, and takes it.
To hear this, but the Ferrari 2020 car has been leaked.
I don't believe that.
Apparently.
I mean, whoever that is getting a horse's head in the bed tomorrow morning. But I doubt, if I'm being brutally honest, I doubt the car's even ready to be launched yet. I doubt it's even finished. As I doubt any of them are. So...
very interesting. It's been on Reddit and it's been taken down by the admins of the Formula 1 subreddit, so...
well... we'll see what happens. It'll become big news if it does.
Multi-dimensional at COS.
Yeah, we'll bring you actual news.
And we bring you the news.
Yeah, and the football scores.
And the football scores. And it's good news because the new Dacia Sandero is coming out.
Is it? Is it coming to the UK now?
I believe it's coming to the UK.
Excellent. Matrix finally pits. 19 laps on a set of tyres. And he has to be going on to softs again. Yeah, he is. So we're approaching half race distance. And Passy's got ahead of Alp. So Passy up to third now on his COS debut. And Lyon's working his way through the pack as well. He's got ahead of Varamir. Next up for him is Alp. And Varamir's in danger. Just look at these guys a little bit. I mean, he's doing good on those hard tyres. No doubts there. And Raikkonen's picked up 5 seconds for exceeding track limits, which has put him right on the back of Montana.
And big shout out to Blank because he's an absolute hero.
Oh, just as we're going to watch an overtake, it's Matt Doherty scored.
Oh, it's 3-2 to Wolves. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, can't wait to rib all my City fan mates about this.
Yeah. And Raikkonen goes through past Montana to take the lead. But he does have 5 seconds worth of penalties to his name, so he's going to have to pull away. And I don't think a man with Montana's pace is going to allow that to happen. Oh, it's a great goal as well.
Was it?
Yeah, great goal. Lyon now within 6/10 of Passy. So we'll jump across to these two, and Alp staying with this group as well. Could be an interesting battle as we come around for the Kemmel Straight next time. Varamir still within touching distance. Thank you, Vikong, for the follow. It's nice to have you with us. Oh, Mitch is out.
Mitch is out.
Mitch is out at the start of Sector 3.
It's the entrance to Blanchimont.
It's before that. I think he's hit the wall on the outside. I think he's drifted.
Maybe, very possibly.
Yeah, so halfway through, we have lost half the runners. That doesn't bode well. Halfway through them.
Dropping like flies.
Yep, they are. If you want to invite Mitch and get him in here.
Pick up the winner chicken dinner today.
Winner chicken dinner. Well, it's between one of those two at the front.
I can't invite Mitch. Oh, to the party, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. And I can't invite him anyway, it's your party.
You suggest him just so it's easier for me to do.
Yeah.
I reckon Montana's going to get the win for this. Just because of Raikkonen's penalties.
Well, if he can stay with him, you'd think so.
Passy all over the back of Lion now after he's got through. Since I'll get him invited in just a second.
Yeah, we don't want to miss any moves.
No, nor do we want to miss this Manchester City free kick right on the edge. Edge of the D.
We still got it on. So
93rd minute.
Dan's gone David Croft. He's multifaceted.
Indeed.
Do you dance as well by any chance?
No. This big Raheem on the edge of the D. Oh, he's off the crossbar now.
Oh, it's heartbreaking for Manchester City.
Oh, what a shame.
And Montana swooped back past into the lead.
He certainly did. Under DRS. It's an easy move though with DRS.
Can you just imagine what it'd be like if we didn't have DRS? Oh, well, it happened in Abu Dhabi. Never mind.
I know what you're trying to do.
Oh. What?
Heathen.
What am I trying to do? What?
Heathen.
What am I trying to do?
Bringing back 2012. So you're not denying it, are you?
I was more on about the first few laps of this year's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but I mean, whatever you say,
Well, I'm gonna go with you.
I know you think I hate Ferrari, but I don't. Hate is a very strong word.
No, you do hate Ferrari.
No, I strongly dislike Ferrari.
You have a vendetta, and a meaningless one at that.
For their treatment of Charles Leclerc in the first half of this season. I don't hate them.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Raikkonen, very.
And he's gone again. How fun. So we'll see how long it takes Blades to get back in. And then hopefully Mitch can join in the meantime. NBA Jim, thank you for following us. So, let's see, will Raikkonen make another move for the lead? Will Passy go for a move back past Lyon? We'll find out. That one Crash Blades' game as well. That's what he's told us. Hopefully he'll be back in a minute. Full time in the football, by the way. Wolves 3, Man City 2. And I see the clouds beginning to darken overhead. I think we could soon be in for some damp conditions. So let's see what we can go for. Passy on the back of Lyon. Raikkonen didn't make it back past Montana.
My PlayStation seems to hate 100% races.
And Passy's made it past Lyon one way or another. Looked like they ghosted through there, but it's obviously clear. And here comes the rain.
Oh, I can just see it.
And Lyon takes Passy back round the outside of the corner with no name. Those soft tyres working better in the wet conditions. Into Pouhon they go. Want to be careful on the curbs as the rain's coming down. Now anybody with some sense will be boxing pretty quickly. Let's see, does Montana box? Nope, he carries on. So does Raikkonen. What about Lyon? See, these guys are 20 seconds further back, so... No, Passy does come in. Alp comes in. Varamir is coming in. This could be the time.
Saviour once
We've
again.
got Dreiser and Matrix further back. So let's see. Alp is in. Passy is on to Inters. Alp. Inters. And we're going to have a stack at Racing Point. But it's going to be worth the time lost for Varamir, who is also on to Inters. It's Montana just coming through the corner with no name. Yeah, Perry, we lost half the field before the end of the first half of the race. Matrix is in for a set of Inters. Dreiser has carried on though.
I'm just waiting for all these gaps to appear.
Go, DRS has been disabled.
So back end stepping out on Montana's car.
No, I think the man in the best position right now is probably Lyon.
Did he pit or did he stay
Montana
out?
struggling. Raikkonen picking up a penalty behind him. Going really deep into the bus stop. Montana's coming in.
Has to come all the way across the track to get in, but pulls it off.
Gets himself slowed down in time.
Couldn't do in
Let's see what these two go for. Montana is in for intermediates, and so I believe is Raikkonen. He's got a 5-second stop go to serve, and then he's in for Inters.
Mitch is giving excuses.
Lyon's coming in as well.
Yeah, Mitch says he only crashed because his headset died.
Let's see what the man goes for. Renault crew are ready for him. Just about. It's going to be... No, not quite. Near enough perfect timing. But Passy, Alp, they've all done good. And Dracer really struggling. He's hit his front wing on the pit entry. Varamir's coming back in.
I just wonder, will Dracer's
Now what's Varamir in for? Has he got wing damage? Or is he coming in for full wets? Dracer is in for intermediates. Varamir is in
for a new front wing.
For another set of intermediates. And a wing change. So let's see what some of these guys up the front are looking like. Lions picked up 3 seconds. And the big winner out of this is Passy, because he's now clear of Alp, and he's well clear of Lion, who was his main challenger. Ferrari man putting in a good performance on his debut. Montana, of course, looking imperious at the front now, 10 seconds clear of Raikkonen, with the Frenchman having served his 5-second penalty in the pit stop. No blades, I cannot. This blade's back in action.
Hello.
Hello!
Yeah!
He's back in the game!
Once again.
It's the one.
After my internet is deciding to be rather awful.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it won't happen again. Third time lucky. 16 laps to go.
I don't want to put more stress on Blank Palmer. Who's invited me back both times.
It's fine, he's had to watch a horse dentist do its work. Like, he'd be fine.
Some of your analogies, Dan, are...
No, he genuinely has had to watch a horse dentist do their work.
Oh,
so.
really? Genuinely?
Yeah, that's not an analogy, no, he genuinely has, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just a Yorkshire thing.
No. Why would horse dentist be a Yorkshire thing?
Strange people. Just strange.
Just be thankful we don't envelop Lincolnshire into some sort of patsy state. And Varamir's gone. Sector 1, we know where that is.
And Yorkshire and the Humber speaks for itself, though.
Yeah, we don't count the Humber, they just want to be tag-alongs.
Brilliant. Geography now as well.
Yeah.
It's educational.
We're covering all bases, really.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in another language?
I mean, I passed French at GCSE level.
That's not good enough, really. I mean, if we're going off that, I got an FCSE in French and an FCSE in German, but I couldn't speak them.
I can do a bit of French, but valiant effort from you there. To be fair, Dave, trying to bring out the safety car.
Ah. Oh, you fool, you should never try and do that. It's when you try that it doesn't work. Montana extending his lead over Raikkonen in the damp conditions, but this race will dry out again before the end, so all of that gap could be taken away from him if the pit stops work in Raikkonen's favour. No time to relax. Look, Lion and Alp, the two closest together, along with Passy.
And I don't want to say Passy's a sure shot for third, but he might crash out, and I like Alp, so Passy's a sure shot for third here.
Oh, you fool, why are you doing this?
Because I like Alp.
Oh, it's fair enough.
He gets enough podiums in AM1, but
so entering a
Oh,
bit of a
thank
stale
God.
period with the rain.
I thought I'd lost you for a moment there, Dan.
Oh, did you? No, I was
Yeah,
just
I did.
I just wasn't paying much attention to you, if I'm being brutally honest.
Brilliant. I didn't say anything. You just weren't talking. So
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd let you do your thing, you know.
do my thing. What is my
Yeah.
thing?
I, just, you only know that, mate. You do your own thing. You do you. So the necessity for wet tyres I was hoping for hasn't quite materialised just yet.
Should have been a longer period of heavy rain.
Well, you don't want to take it too far. You want to mix it up a bit, not knacker it all.
Yeah, and we didn't want to still be here commentating this by the time Monaco rolls around. So.
No, we didn't. So 14 to go, and they cross the line next time. It's a shame we lost the likes of Fruitful and Nolan early on, because those two in this battle would have been brilliant if they'd stayed in it.
It's like you say, Nolan could have easily kept going.
Yeah, he could have kept going, he could have got back in the race.
Temper got the better of him, I think.
Yeah. Probably. We'll never know.
We will never know.
Because I don't speak French and I don't want to try Google Translate and make a tit of myself.
I do. I speak GCSE level French.
I mean, we've been over this. It doesn't count.
It does.
It doesn't.
I can hold a conversation.
Oh yeah, then yeah, it does. If you can hold the conversation, fair play.
I can ask where the bread is. I've used that one.
Where the bread is.
Yeah, where the bread is. I had to ask it on holiday.
You. Where? What? In what situation did you have to ask where the bread was? I'm intrigued about this.
I didn't know where the bread was.
I mean, bread's quite hard not to see. It's bread, isn't it? It's one of the staples. There's normally quite a large amount of it in shops.
Especially in France.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the bread. So I asked the nice gentleman, where is the bread? And he showed me where the bread was.
Good man. Wait.
And then I thanked him in French.
Yeah, but that's easy. Thanking people in a language is easy once you've learnt that. It's just one or maybe two words.
Shh.
See, I can ask for a cherry ice cream in Italian.
Of course you can.
Mm-hmm. I have used that as well.
Have you?
To be fair, I know
was
quite.
it at Monza?
No, it was in Venice.
Oh, Dan's going to Venice.
I've been to Venice 3 times actually.
I've been to Monaco. So.
Hey, wow, good for you.
Very good for me. It was very nice.
Yeah. Sorry, we should go back to the race rather than discussing our,
Yeah,
our travels. We've lost 5 viewers while we started talking about all that rubbish.
It's been a long one, I think.
It has. It's gone a bit stale, hasn't it, with the rain? This is why
I was losing 9 people.
Yeah, this is why I like having Lewis in for races like this, because Lewis, you can say, "Go on, Lewis, talk." No, I mean as well as us two. I want ideally for 100% races. I like to have 3.
I imagine Cookie and Lewis were meant to materialise, but I've no idea where they are.
No, well, Lewis, I don't know if he was actually going to make it back. Cookie, I mean, Cookie's a law unto himself, really, isn't he? Anything could happen with Cookie.
And usually does.
Yeah. We're just waiting for the rain to dry up, though, now. Going back to the action. Once that happens, soft tyres will be back on these cars, and we'll be good to go. Sprint to the finish.
It is indeed. And we can maybe not have to divert onto such topics as holidays.
I mean, it's an interesting topic.
Oh, it is. So definitely. Talk for hours about south of France and Monaco, but I won't.
So we're on board with Alp. As he comes towards Pouan. In the wet, you want to avoid the curb on the inside if you can. Caught some oversteer there. Oh, really starting to struggle as well. Maybe the wet weather tyres are going to be in the offing at some point soon. We'll have to wait and see.
It does look very wet out there on track.
And I have
puddles starting to...
Yeah, Lion looks like he's struggling at the minute, and I think he's got a setup that's primarily focused on top speed, so...
Low downforce.
Yeah. And he's...
That's a lovely drift, might I say.
Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it on the throttle!
Lost it.
Lion lost it on the throttle coming out of the bus stop chicane. He put the power down too early. Tank slappered into the wall. And that's the Renault man out of the race. We're down to 6.
And now no team will have 2 classified finishers.
No.
Because that's the last one to go.
Matrix with wing damage. Tracer follows him behind, but Matrix pits. Now, will he go for another set of inters? Or will he go for wets? Please don't retire.
Tire. Can we see it?
Please don't retire, Matrix. Please don't retire. We don't want to finish this with 5. It's a new wing and fresh inters for the Williams.
Where's the wet weather compound tyres?
To be fair,
disappointing. You alright, Dan?
Oh, sorry. I went to say something and then ended up mid-yawn halfway through. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, if yeah, Jamie. Yeah, a lot of DNFs. Well, we've lost 10 so far. Yeah. If the rain dries up, which it could do from any point now, going on to the inters is a good idea. If it continues to rain for any length of time, it could end up being a mistake. Raikkonen is in from 2nd place. For the wet tyre. Here we go. The thing is now, if you're Matrix, you've just got to stay out there and grin and bear it. Passy is in, probably for the wet tyre. Alp is carrying on. Drace is far enough back not to worry about it. It's Montana I want to have a look at. Our race leader. We'll ride on board with him.
Looks like he's struggling.
Yeah,
a bit of a slip.
He's drifting. The power application's smooth. Into
looks like there's no tread left on them tyres.
He's going to be struggling in these conditions, but the rain's not going to last forever. If he can stay out, he's 30 seconds clear. I mean, that is going to come down, and he's... I mean, to be fair, around Spa, it's It's probably one of those tracks you don't take the risk at. I mean, look at Raikkonen and Hamilton in 2008.
Yeah, I think so. Was that one Fizzy Keller was on pole?
No, it was
2009.
It was the one where Raikkonen lost it on the last lap at Blanchimont. And Montana's coming in. So wet tyres for Montana. Is he just reacting to Raikkonen though, do you think, or is he genuinely coming in for those tyres?
I think he could have definitely stayed out. The gap came down a second, but if it just kept coming down in seconds, Raikkonen would have run out of time.
Yeah,
so.
And I think the interesting factor now is that Alp is carrying on his inters. So I think Montana has done that just to cover off Raikkonen.
I agree with you. Although when this rain stops, those guys on wet tyres are going to be displacing a hell of a lot of water. So
yeah.
The track will dry very quickly.
I mean, it's forecast to go to bright sunshine as well as soon as the rain stops, so it will dry incredibly quickly. But we don't know when that's going to be. It could be next lap, it could be lap 43. We just don't know. But Montana leads by 11.2 from Raikkonen, who is 7 seconds clear of Alpamux in third place, having stayed out, while Passy in the Ferrari stopped for wet weather tyres. Dracer in fifth, Matrix in sixth. All the other runners have DNF'd. Connell and No Future to See we lost early on. Fruitful we lost as well. Nolan spun out at Pouan and left after retiring.
Instantly.
Yeah, left him after retiring himself. Roland retired in the pits. Yeah, after a disappointing race.
Towards the end of Blanchimont.
Yeah. Kelster, I believe, lost it at Eau Rouge and Radion. Mitch lost it coming into sector 3 in the right-hander onto the back straight.
And I have an answer about how Mitch ended up losing it, but I'll keep it quiet until you've finished.
I think I've seen it as well. Varamir... Where did Varamir lose it? Eau Rouge, right?
Yeah, he's trying to bring out a safety car.
Yeah, and then Lion got a tank slapper coming out of the bus stop chicane and put it into the pit wall. And go on, tell us about how Mitch lost it.
Well, Mitch says his headset died and it put him off, but I'm not sure I believe him.
Well... I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Mitch is a good man. He's good people. So we'll see how we go. Raikkonen, incidentally, sort of holding distance to Montana, maybe slightly closing in, but not massively. We've got a yellow flag.
Matrix.
Yeah, he's lost it again. And we've got big wing damage on that Williams, and I think we might see him retire this time round.
And I have to ask Dan, any interviews today?
No, we won't do interviews, and that's not because I don't want to or anything. It's just.
Well, if we were, we could get every driver in that finished at this rate.
Yeah, we could do. I mean. To be fair, I don't know if Montana would do it. Alp would come in. Raikkonen doesn't do them because his English isn't great.
You could have Alp, Tracer and Matrix.
Matrix has gone on to Slicks.
Mediums.
Which is a terrible call.
It's a stupid move.
It's a stupid move, man. He's about to get lapped as well by Montana. Let's ride on board through Eau Rouge and Radion and see how badly this goes for him. Oh, he's kept it on the island. I mean, fair play to the lad. He's done alright there.
Oh, Poem's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be dreadful for him, bless. Let's see how he manages Lecom. No,
yeah.
Straight on. Yeah, that's... To be fair, he's got nothing to lose, has he? He might as well be everyone else's barometer. Passy, meanwhile, closing in on Alp. Those wet tyres coming in handy. Drifting it through, throwing the car around still. Must be very confident in his setup.
Matrix remarkably takes a normal line through Poem. That was brilliant.
The lad's on fire.
I mean, he is a lap down, but check two yellows, it's Passy.
Yeah, we were watching on stream, coming out the corner with no name. So he'll be stopping, but for which tyre?
And I must say, I don't think this rain's going to stop.
I think it will stop. Oh, Montana's in.
No,
Montana's in.
It will stop, but I'm not sure if it'll dry up. Will it be soft?
No, he's going on to intermediates. Raikkonen takes the lead, but I would expect Montana to catch up quickly. Matrix's ghost there on his mediums.
I'm amazed as to how he's keeping this, even in a straight line.
I mean, he is Finnish, so I suppose maybe it's just the natural ability of the Finnish when it comes to adverse weather driving.
Our Lord and Saviour, Kimi Matthias Räikkönen.
Praise be to Kimi. That's the one. Yeah, Montana closing in rapidly on Raikkonen now. We're back to winter conditions, so Passy's wing damage might not be as ill-fated as previously thought.
I mean, I don't think this is going to change.
No.
Except maybe the lead.
Maybe, yeah. I think, well, Montana's already closed up nearly 2 seconds to Raikkonen.
And Raikkonen's got a penalty as well. So.
Yeah.
Aside from that 5 seconds that he served in the pits. And to pit now for Raikkonen will be a stupid move.
It's a pointless exercise, unless he's going for slicks. But the rain is still coming down.
Yeah, rain's still falling, and I don't think this race is going to dry up, so... Raikkonen pits anyway.
Okay, we have 6 laps to go as Montana retakes the lead.
And it's a battle of pure wet pace now.
And Raikkonen back onto Inters.
See if Raikkonen can make his way back up past Alt.
Yeah, but Alt, the man who's won out from all of this, staying out on that set of Inters, is now coming into the play for him.
Genius.
It is if he can keep it on the island and not lose out to Raikkonen, because he might be able to steal second place here.
This would be daylight robbery.
It would be. Matrix is in.
From the Turk. And I imagine this will be Int as it is.
No, it's for softs.
Wing.
Softs for Matrix.
I wasn't looking at the
Always
graphic, 'cause
always trust the graphic.
I was looking to see Matrix's tyre choices.
Yeah, always trust the graphic on tyres. The game lies.
He went soft to soft, then inter to inter, then back to mediums, then onto the softs.
Yeah, and he'll push to the end now. It's a good sport, Matrix, for staying in. Alp seems to be holding station. Raikkonen not closing in on him just yet. And now the gap starts to close. And Alp's dropping away from Montana as well. Just watching Raheem Sterling's missed penalty again, which is very interesting. Apologies everybody. We've got 5 to go now. And I believe... no, it's still raining. It's still coming down. And Blades has gone again. Oh no, he's back. Hello. You having fun?
Yeah, fun. I'm not getting back in this time, so...
Well, there's only 4.5 to go.
I shall just watch it on the stream.
It's getting more and more likely that you're correct in that we're not going to have a dry stint before the end. Which is a little bit upsetting. It's what I wanted to do, it's what I set it to do.
The game...
VSC, Matrix is out.
Oh, brilliant.
It's a shame that's not an actual safety car. That would have spiced up the end of this race. We'll ride on board with Montana and see if we can spot the stricken Williams. I'd be willing to bet it's at the top of Radion.
Do you know, I think he's bent it at the source, Dan, to be honest with you.
No.
No, I'm joking.
I was going to say, I'm not quite sure how. Unless you do a Gasly and spin it coming out of the pits.
Oh, I did that in my other league race around Belgium.
To be fair, I've done that as well.
I turned traction control off to do donuts in a practice session.
Oh, you fool.
Completely forgot to turn it back to medium.
VSC's still active. There we go. VSC has now ended. No naughty people, they're all penalty free.
And now it's 3.5 laps for Raikkonen. Can he pull this back? P2.
It's still raining, but I don't know about you, the sky looks bright.
I don't know why you're asking me, mate.
Well, you can see on the stream in a second.
Yeah, it's looking brighter, but yeah, rain's still
falling, so I'm just wondering whether or not we might get 1 or 2 laps of dry running. Whether it's worth someone pitting in there, I don't know.
Well, Matrix lost it. One could only assume he was in the middle of the track, and he was still on dry, so...
Yeah, I wonder whether the last couple of laps are going to be... Yeah, it stopped raining. It stopped raining. Is anyone going to go for a gamble? If I'm Raikkonen, I'd stop now for softs.
and just go for it.
Yeah,
Hammer
because he's not going to lose out to Dracer, not on track anyway, and he has the potential to close up to the two in front of him. It's just whether he's got enough time.
I think people might start to react when they see DRS getting enabled.
Soon find out. 12 viewers still with us.
We understand why people haven't stayed. It's definitely been a long one.
And Passey's lost it. Puani's lost it.
It's definitely been a long race, and we appreciate the 12 of you for sticking with us.
We certainly do. It's not been the most interesting race. We lost some of the big players early on, and the rain sort of neutralised it a little bit, but there's been one constant this evening, and that is Montana's supreme driving. He's effectively led from start to finish.
And putting a wonderful lap in qualifying.
Yeah, he did. And he's going to have 2 laps to go when he crosses the line to take victory. I'd have liked to have seen Nolan challenge him. I'd have liked to have seen Raikkonen stay with him. Passey's retired in the pits, so we're left with 4.
Brilliant.
12 retirements. Stay with Montana as he crosses the line to start his penultimate lap. Lap number 43.
Oh, can you imagine doing this at Singapore?
Oh, if you should ask Thomas about that. He's had to do Singapore in the wet.
It was on the list.
It was on the list. The trio of Grand Prix were Singapore, Spa and COTA.
Thankfully, no Singapore.
I voted for COTA.
I voted for Spa.
I like COTA. I like Spa as well, but
COTA is the best of the tilted tracks.
no, Sepang.
Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah, Sepang, COTA, Turkey.
I don't think I can pick a driver of the day out of these 4 Matrix.
It's got to be Montana, hasn't it?
It has to, yeah. I mean, from sheer driving point of view, Montana.
He's not made a mistake so far, and as far as I'm aware, he's not actually got a penalty yet.
I think driver of the day has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be Montana. But good showing all around though for some of the other guys who are potentially going to be joining the league. Passey putting a good showing for Tier 1 pace, definitely. Kelster looking good for when he joins the league with Tier 3. No future to see. Didn't really get a good look at him, but from what I can tell, seems to be in a good spot if he wants to come on board more permanently. Here we go though, Montana through the bus stop chicane to start the final lap.
And I don't know if you noticed, but Dracer did gamble.
He has gambled. Probably the one man who it means nothing for. I mean, he's closing in, but not quickly enough.
No, he's not going to make up 51 seconds in a lap.
No, not unless one of those two in front has some sort of puncture or a spin or something. Turner through Lecom.
And you know, I wouldn't mind if 2 of these 4 crashed out, because I did say 2 finishes.
Oh, Raikkonen's gone! Raikkonen's lost it! He's still going, but he lost it. It's not going to affect... He's lost a lot of front wing. He lost it through Radion.
And I did say 2 finishers before we started this race. And I mean, I wasn't far away.
You never know. Stranger things have happened. The one I'm interested in, can Andreas get on the back of Raikkonen? I'm leaning towards no, I think he's too far away, but...
Yeah, I think he's too far away.
He's got fully RS charge, and he's going for it, which is all you can ask for. Raikkonen's struggling through Pouon massively. Takes a very wide line. He's got 5 corners to go. Meanwhile, we're going to jump to Montana as he crosses the line on his COS debut, takes the win in Spa.
In a crazy race.
In a crazy race for a Christmas special. Alpamut comes across in 2nd place. He'll be thrilled with that, given the calibre of drivers we've got in this race tonight. Raikkonen is coming to take 3rd on track. Whether he'll get it or not after penalties, I don't know, because as far as I'm aware, Dreiser is clean, and I know Raikkonen has penalties.
I think he'll keep it. Raikkonen's big one was the...
in the 5 seconds, yeah.
The 5 seconds, and he served that in the pits. So.
We'll soon find out. Here comes Dreiser. It closed up 5 seconds again, but like you say, it's not enough. So there we have it. The 2019 Christmas special. Well, the first one anyway. A little bit anticlimactic, I think. All said and done, but we're still thrilled to have having the opportunity to bring it to you. And Montana.
All I can say is what a crazy race.
Yeah, that was on new levels of madness. But we have a new winner in COS and an exciting prospect for Tier 1 title races in the future. So there's going to be no interviews tonight, as we said earlier on. We've been here for just shy of 2 hours, so we're going to let everybody run away and get on with their evenings. But first of all, I want to thank Blades for joining me on commentary, albeit through the difficulty of his internet.
Intermittently.
Yeah. I want to thank... we did. We got through it. I want to thank all the drivers for taking part as well. Even those who went out early on. That's a shame for you guys. And the 4 of you who finished, congratulations. You managed to make it to the end. There will probably be a 2nd Christmas special tomorrow night. If there is interest from the drivers, but there's no definite for that just yet.
So, I mean, if this is the last race of the year, of the decade.
Oh yeah, the decade.
What a race. Crazy, 12 retirements.
Yeah, 12 retirements.
A bright star emerging for the future.
Yeah. So I think that's all that is left to say then. Thank you all.
Good sentiment to end on.
It is. Thank you all for a brilliant 2019. We hope you've enjoyed your festive period and that you will have a very prosperous new year in 2020. If there is no race tomorrow, we will see you on the 6th of January for Tier 3 in Monaco. Thank you all again for joining us. Good night.